My biggest professional gaffe or mistake? Oh, God. That's a good question. I will say, what I was referencing in response to 2 questions ago, I did a cable interview on Hardball with Chris Matthews a few weeks ago where I said something that, to me, was totally uncontroversial.
Yeah, I know. Welcome to Give Me 5, ladies and gentlemen. That's Maria Harf of the State Department. You know her. You love her. You remember what she's talking about, don't you? Here we go.
Well, I think it just underscores for people that this isn't just a fight in Iraq and in Syria, and that it's not just a fight about dropping bombs on terrorists. It's really how we stop the causes that lead to extremism in a place like Libya. The fact that there's no governance and there's no opportunity for young people, it lets groups like ISIL grow there and flourish there, which is what you saw with this awful situation with these Egyptians that you just mentioned. But this is a longer fight. It's fighting them on social media.
Fighting them on social media. Remember that? Oh, we're not going to just let you go without hearing the rest of it. That wouldn't be fair. Here's more.
Right now what we're doing is trying to take their leaders and their fighters off the battlefield in Iraq and in Syria. That's really where they've flourished.
Are we killing enough of them?
We're killing a lot of them, and we're going to keep killing more of them. So are the Egyptians, so are the Jordanians. They're in this fight with us. But we cannot win this war by killing them. We cannot kill our way out of this war. We need, in the longer term, medium and longer term, to go after the root causes that leads people to join these groups, whether it's lack of opportunity for jobs.
We're not going to be able to stop that in our lifetime or 50 lifetimes. There's always going to be poor people. There's always going to be poor Muslims.
I love it. I love it. By the way, the story yesterday that medical students, medical doctors, the students in medical school are leaving to go join ISIS. I guess they feel they won't be able to get a job as a doctor where they are. And when the Ayatollah Khomeini stands up and says, "Death to America," he's really saying, I need a job. Give me a loan for a business. That's what he's really saying. Woo! More.
We can help them build their economy so they can have job opportunities for these people. You're right. There is no easy solution in the long term to preventing and combating violent extremism. But if we can help countries work at the root causes of this, what makes these 17-year-old kids pick up an AK-47 instead of try to start a business?
I mean, you know, we haven't heard this in about, what, 2-3 weeks? And when you hear it again, isn't it precious? Isn't this insanity at its peak? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right, now she got that. So she was talking about this at an event. This was her gaffe, and we played you her gaffe, which she doesn't believe was a gaffe. And now she goes on to talk about the gaffe, which she really doesn't believe was a gaffe.
I'd heard the president say it. I'd heard military I mean, sometimes when I leave an interview, I know if I've gone a little too far. I left this interview. I went to dinner with my dad. He was in town. Thought nothing of it. And it exploded. It exploded on Twitter. Do not look on Twitter it's not good. You should not look at it. It exploded on cable news. And in the span of a week, people were going back and getting my college thesis and posting it online. They were crazy, right? All because of one sentence I said that I thought, and I actually still think, was not in any way controversial. So I wouldn't say that I made a mistake there, but it's instructive.
Oh, it wasn't one sentence you said. It was every word you said. Every pathetic word that you said. And yes, the president has said it. That doesn't make it any less controversial or pathetic or sick or twisted or make it any less of being in denial. And just for good measure, one more.
That in today's media climate, anything you can say can set off a fight. I mean, I had people tweeting the meanest things you can imagine. And it's not based on what I said, most of it. It's often based on how I look or how old I am or that I'm a woman, which makes it even worse. People were calling my parents at home. I mean, this is crazy, right? But it was very instructive to me that in this job, that is a danger. And I wouldn't change it for anything, but it makes you, you know, be very careful.
Yeah, well, all right. I'm not advocating calling her parents at home by any stretch of the imagination, but what she said was pathetic. Don't go away.